Welcome, everybody.
Cody's face is right on camera. Cheers, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to our end of 2020 second special. So tomorrow we have our end of 2020. It'll be New Year's Day, I think. Is tomorrow New Year's Day? I don't know what day it is anymore. So we'll be doing the cocktail that Cody has come up with. It's actually really good. He just, mad scientist, him, came up with this. But we've already tasted it because we didn't want to taste it beforehand and go. So you'll want to make sure you watch tomorrow's episode. It's the cocktail of 2020, so it'll be something spectacular. So what we're doing today is the best of 2020. In this entire year of really crappy events, whether it was social, political, economic, whatever, it was
medical. It's a shit show.
It was Ivanovich.
Ivanovich, yeah.
Which was a previous episode this week. It was a really bad year, but two good things came out of that. All the alcohol, and I got to work from home for most of the year.
That's pretty good. I had to go into work.
Yeah, I got to work from home. But so we decided it was really hard for us to come up with a single top alcohol whiskey of the year. So what we did is we narrowed it down to the top 10 things that we really enjoyed doing episodes on or drinking or whatnot. So there's a lot of kind of differences in which is the best. Cody and Andy and Alex and I sat down and we all came up with something different as the best.
Yeah, it was all across the board.
Yeah.
So it's like...
So, don't mind my Starbucks
your
here.
dome drink.
My Starbucks here. It's in the way. All right, it's back here now. So we don't really, are not going to really put this as the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, or a countdown or anything. But we're just going to go through what we felt was the best whiskeys and maybe talk about that. Or best alcohol. So there are 3 up here that are not whiskeys. I was completely surprised for liking as one of my top alcohols for 2020 is this tequila. I'm not a tequila fan, but this is the Hacienda de Chihuahua Añejo tequila. Yeah, I'm not a big really tequila person, but this is really good, and we've used it in some cocktails. I think that's what I use in my Bourbon and Booze Long Islands. It surprised me. We rated it on August 7th. So if you want to watch the episode on that, on August 7th, it surprised me.
It was good.
I don't remember because Andy and I were quarantining from each other, and I did several weeks of episodes by myself, so I don't know if you were here for that.
No, I think we did this one together.
Okay.
I remember it.
On this side, we have this is the biggest contender for whiskey of the year for all of us, and that's Balcones Brimstone. We love Brimstone. This is probably the 2nd, 3rd, 4th bottle we've gone through. I don't remember how many. But this is spectacular. We did this episode at the beginning of the year. On January 7th, we did a whole string of Balcones because we'd gone to the distillery and picked up like 6 bottles. Yeah. And this is one of our favorites, and it's the signature, or one of the signatures in our Bourbon and Booze Texas Brushfire cocktail. So Balcones did a good job. We've done a lot of Balcones this semester.
You got a teacher coming out on
you. Done a lot of Balcones this year, and Brimstone is by far, I think, for the general availability, by far the best Balcones. Right? Acre Distillery. I think we have 2 acres up here. 3 acres, because Acre is always exceeding above and beyond, in my opinion, their product. They never cease to amaze me. This is their 2 minis London Dry Gin for the gin fans out there. It's really good.
I really enjoyed this
and
one.
I think this is the one for the non-alcohols that probably got the most votes for non-whiskey of the year.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was.
It is really good.
We did this episode on August 31st. We also have the McKenna 10-year. This was a unicorn that I picked up because it's non-existent or very hard to find in Texas. If you do find it, it's super expensive, but I was in another state and stumbled on it for a reasonable price. The McKenna 10, we did this episode in September 9th, episode 232, and was one of our highest rated of the year. Did you get to try that one? I don't know what you did. Ow, we don't like this one. Striker.
You don't like it, so I'll take it.
Andalusian Striker. Andalusian is one of the whiskeys that kicked off our whole series, because this is one of the whiskeys I went to the distillery, my wife and I, and picked up a bunch, and we were talking about it, and I started deciding I wanted to do a whiskey show, and she encouraged me, and I got you hooked into it, and then Cody was hooked into it, and Alex hooked into it, and this is one of the better distilleries that we know of. And we did this one just recently on October 15th, episode 242, and we got some more coming up on Andalusia.
This stuff is good.
Is really good. Am I going too fast?
Nope.
The Golden Halo from Acre, another Acre bottle. This was a very big surprise for me. We tasted it, but I don't remember it, and then we tasted it again, and it ended up being amazing, and I've got a really good kind of connection with Acre now because I just love them. And this was done on November 9th, just last month. So if you want a good vodka, the Golden Halo, it's a Finnish vodka. Unfortunately, Acre is fabulous, but they don't really sell anything in stores. It's a distillery only. So if you're ever in Texas, Fort Worth, you need to stop by. Which leads us, we'll skip that since it's the same. Well, no, we'll go right back to Acre Long Hair Jim. By far one of the better single barrel whiskeys. It is amazing. It's 57%, right? Is that what I said? So it's high proof. Yeah, 57%, 114 proof. This is their first true real whiskey that they did on their own after they were sourcing for a while, and had some good times when the owner was trying to give us a sneak peek as he's trying to break into a barrel to show us it was sealed. It was hilarious, but yeah, they're Long Hair Jim. And then this is one that you chose. Actually, Alex and I both liked this, and then you thought this was probably one of your best of the year. This is the Westward. Don't watch that episode because I kept mispronouncing the distillery name. Done on July 28th. This was probably our highest rated of the year, 4.5. This is the Westward Oregon Stout Cask. That's amazing. Good. And it's super high proof too, I believe. It's only 100 proof.
Not super high proof.
And then two things that you can get anywhere. I think I hooked Alex on this. It's one of my favorite Irish whiskeys, Writer's Tears. As you can see, I love this. It's a great alternative for people who are hooked on Jameson. You should go to Writer's Tears. I think it's produced by the Jameson Company, but it's 80% or 80 proof. We did this episode back in August 7th, and it's a pretty high rating of 3.5 on our scale. And that's my go-to. I have the Spots. I have Copper Dog. I have Hellcat Maggie. We have lots of Irish whiskeys. That's my go-to. I just wondered if you want to chime in. And then what I think is my whiskey of the year, just because of availability and the great flavor and richness of it, and the cost isn't too much. And I think Alex chose this too, is Duke. Duke is my choice for whiskey of the year, but again, all of these are the best whiskeys. Duke's Bourbon, they're kind of new. We did this on November the 12th. if you want to watch that. But this is fabulous, and it's everything a bourbon should be. And unfortunately, it's not from Kentucky. Well, it is from Kentucky. I keep saying that. Keep thinking it's from California. It's Kentucky. So you should try out Duke Bourbon.
Isn't this the one that they brew in Kentucky and bottle in California or something like that?
I don't think so. I think it's all Kentucky. I think it's Owensford, Kentucky. I don't know why I keep thinking California. Probably because that's where the Duke lived.
Oh.
So this is our choice for the top 10 alcohols that we've done. I think that number 1 for Cody is definitely Brimstone. And I can't argue with that. That's amazing. Number 1 for Alex and I is Duke. I don't know that they would agree with that, but it's amazing. I think Andy was tossed up between Striker and the Westward. The Strikers.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with any of these. And the fact that we threw a tequila in there speaks volumes for the tequilas we've been doing. I actually had a viewer that suggested that we don't do any tequilas and we should start. And I'm like, we do tequilas all the time. Well, they're there.
Saying all this is the best of the year. That doesn't disparage anything else that we've tried. We've tried some great stuff.
Yeah, we've had some Willett and Weller and Oban. I mean, there was some scotches I wanted to throw in here, but we're trying to limit to 10. In fact, there's not a scotch on here. If we were doing a scotch, it'd be Oban 14.
Yeah, it's hard to narrow it down.
Right.
That's why we were going to do a whiskey of the year, and we couldn't do it.
Yeah, you couldn't do it. So we're looking forward to the new year. We got a lot of stuff, probably about 50, 60 whiskeys still waiting to be done. A whole slew of non-whiskeys, probably equal number of non-whiskeys. We got a full year just sitting on the floor for 2021, but we always pick up. And then Christmas was good for all of us.
Yeah.
We got some really excellent stuff. In fact, looking forward to this month, January. We're going to try to do a quick review Monday through Friday. So there might be some interruptions in what we do, but we're going to try to get as much of the Advent calendar.
And we were talking about a short Kill the Bottle episode.
Yeah. So you can expect some new changes to the 21. I think Coffee Time is going to come to an end. It's a really popular video on Wednesdays. It's probably some of our most popular. But Bree's moving on, and so it doesn't feel right to do Coffee Time with Bree if she's not there. So she and I are going to record a whole bunch of episodes ahead of time and have them waiting, so when she moves away, I can still put some out. But we're going to do a good filler for that. And then, like you said, Kill the Bottle episodes. And, yeah. But this month is all going to be about getting reviews down on all of our Advent calendar, which was freaking amazing.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Tell us how your 2020 year went alcohol-wise. Pretty bad for all of us. I had COVID. You got fat.
I got skinny.
Oh. I had COVID.
I never got COVID.
People lost jobs and got economic problems and all sorts of issues. It was just a bad year.
2020 was just like a joy for everybody.
Everybody. So tell us what you're looking forward to. Tell us what your favorite alcohol of 20 was. Tell us what your favorite one off of this list was, and any that you were excited for. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and our merchandise. I've got these fancy shirts. And remember, there's no bad alcohol unless you're called bacon whiskey and actually this
candy cane.
2020 was a year of no fives, but no real horrible whiskeys.
No candy canes.
No real horrible alcohols. That was previous years. So mediocre for bad stuff. Excellent for good stuff. So tell us what you think. All right. We'll see you next time. Happy New Year. And may 21 bless you.
Laters.
Bye.